The 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule states that if a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, you should do it immediately. Don't touch it twice. This rule states that once you start a task, you should complete it and not leave it halfway. Starting and stopping a task can increase the completion time by 5 times. Rule of 72. Never make a decision when you are hungry, angry, tired, or lonely. Wait at least 72 hours. This rule will prevent a lot of unnecessary stress. The 5-second rule. The 5-second rule is a simple technique to help you avoid procrastination. The moment you feel the urge to do something productive, like getting out of bed, you start counting backward from 5 to 1. Once you reach 1, you take action. Daily highlight. Setting a daily highlight means choosing one main task for each day that you prioritize and commit to completing no matter what. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I want to accomplish today, and what will make this day feel successful or fulfilling? If it's not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. This rule says that if you are not really excited about something, then you shouldn't do it. For example, if somebody invites you somewhere or suggests something and your first reaction is not a hell yes, then it's a hell no. You shouldn't do it. Ask who, not how. When we have a task or a new idea, we automatically ask ourselves, how can I do it? And then start working on it. This is wrong. Instead, ask yourself, who can do this for me? Asking who instead of how saves time, taps into other people's expertise, and lets you focus on what you're best at. Procrastination is wisdom. Pay attention to the tasks or goals you procrastinate the most. Procrastination is wisdom. It's an internal signal telling you that you need help. It's a signal telling you that you should delegate the task. Ask yourself, who can do this for me? The 90-90-1 rule. For the next 90 days, spend the first 90 minutes of your day on one task that will help you achieve your goals. This rule forces you to be consistent and focused on your most important goal during your peak productive hours. The 12-week year rule. According to 12-week year rule, people waste so much time by setting annual goals. Instead, it suggests aiming to achieve your 12-month goals in 12 weeks. This creates urgency and improves execution. Even if you fail in the first 12 weeks, you still have 3 more attempts by the end of the year. Biological prime time. Biological prime time refers to identifying the time of day when you are most energized and productive and doing your most important task during that time. 80% rule. You can get 80% of the project done quickly. From 0 to 80% is usually easy. From 80% to 90% is very difficult. From 90% to 100% is extremely hard. So what does that mean for you? It means you should get feedback at 80% instead of trying to make it perfect before you send it for feedback. This can prevent you from working on things that aren't even needed. Eat the frog first. Eat the frog is a method where you tackle the most significant and challenging task first thing in the morning. It's based on the idea that completing the most significant task gives you the momentum and energy to accomplish more throughout the day. Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law states that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. If you give yourself 4 hours to complete a task, it'll take 4 hours. If you give yourself a full day, it'll take a full day. Set shorter deadlines to increase productivity. The 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule says that 80% of your results come from 20% of your activities. If you have 10 tasks right now on your to-do list, 2 of them will bring you more results than the remaining 8 tasks combined. Identify those 2 tasks and focus on them. The ABCDE method. The ABCDE method is a priority setting technique that involves listing your tasks and then ranking them from A, most important, to E, least important, and tackling them in that order. Time auditing. Time auditing involves keeping a detailed record of your daily activities. This method helps you understand how you spend your time and identify areas where you can improve efficiency. Don't break the chain. This method involves choosing a task or a habit you want to build and then marking it on the calendar each day you complete it. After a while, each marked day on the calendar will create a chain. The goal is never to break that chain. The energy management. Energy management is more important than time management. If you've read a book for 10 minutes but remembered nothing at the end, then you know what I mean. Keep your energy high by getting enough sleep, exercising regularly, and taking time off from work. The Zeigarnik effect. The Zeigarnik effect is based on the principle that uncompleted tasks stay in our minds until it is completed. To utilize this, start a task and then take a break. While you're doing something else, your subconscious mind will continue working on it and present a creative solution out of nowhere. Warning: avoid leaving little administrative tasks unfinished. They will waste so much brain energy. Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique says that we lose focus on average after 25 minutes. That's why you should work on one task for 25 minutes and then take a 5-minute break to recharge. Repeat this cycle for 4 times and then take a 30-minute long break. Then repeat the cycle again. 25 minutes work, 5 minutes rest. Batch processing. Batch processing means grouping similar tasks and doing them together. Every task has a startup time, the period it takes to get everything ready and find your focus. When you batch similar tasks together, you only have to go through this process once. Salami slice method. This method involves breaking down overwhelming tasks into smaller slices and then committing to work on only one slice. Once you complete one slice, you will often be motivated to do more. This technique is especially great for tasks that you procrastinate on. Outcome visualization. Spending time visualizing the desired outcome of your goals. This technique helps in maintaining motivation and clarity about what you're working towards. Warren Buffett strategy, often referred to as 25-5 rule. Write down your top 25 career goals, then circle the top 5 and focus only on them. Avoid the remaining 20 at all costs until the top 5 are accomplished. This method ensures focus on your most critical goals. The Feynman technique. Enhance your understanding of concepts by studying as if you have to teach them to somebody else. Explaining complex ideas in simple terms ensures deep understanding and clarity. The 5 whys technique. Whenever a problem arises, ask why 5 times to get to the root cause. Understanding the core issue can prevent recurring problems and save time in the long run. The habit stacking method. Develop new habits by stacking them onto existing habits. For example, after brushing your teeth, existing habit, immediately do a new habit you want to form. This makes it easier to build new routines. Rest and sleep. Sleep is the single most productive thing you can do in a day. Adequate rest can significantly improve your brain function and productivity. Quality time over quantity time. This applies to family and relationships, especially when it comes to spending time with your kids. It's not about the total hours spent together, but the quality of those hours. Say no often. Every yes to one thing is a no to another thing. You can't be everywhere and you can't be doing everything. Saying yes to a friend's invitation means saying no to your child. Work in blocks. Manage your day by dividing it into 3 parts. Block number 1, strategic block. Spend at least 3 hours on the most important tasks without interruptions. Block number 2, buffer block for small tasks like emails or calls. Block number 3, breakout block to rest and recovery. Theme your days. Theming your days simply means focusing on one activity each day and nothing else. For example, doing all administrative tasks on Mondays or meeting only clients on Fridays. Decision fatigue. Minimize the number of decisions you need to make each day, like what to wear or what to eat. This saves your mental energy for more important decisions and tasks. The power of routine. Establish a daily routine for all aspects of your life. Have you ever dieted and exercised the whole week, but ended up ruining it during the weekend? This happened because we usually don't have a fixed routine for the weekends. A consistent routine can help to build good habits and reduce the need for willpower. Digital detox. Periodically disconnect from digital devices to reduce distractions and mental clutter. This can help you recharge and focus better when you return to work. Respect your future self. Make choices that your future self will thank you for. Before making a decision, ask yourself if it will help your future self or not. If not, don't do it. The spotlight effect. Understand that people are not noticing or judging your every move. Just relax and do your thing. This realization can reduce anxiety and free you up to focus more on your tasks and less on other people's opinions. The Ulysses Pact. Make a choice in the present that forces you to perform a certain action in the future, like deleting TikTok from your phone, or setting up an automatic savings system that deducts money from your main account every month and puts it into a savings account. Plan your weeks. Before the week begins, plan how you will use your 168 hours. Ensure that your plan aligns with your long-term goals and priorities. Always carry a notebook with you. Your subconscious mind is always working in the background to find a solution to your problems. You never know when the solution will present itself. Solutions that come from the subconscious are the best solutions, and they come in the least expected moment. Carry a notebook to capture them. I've covered most of these techniques in detail in my long-form videos. If interested, we'll put a playlist on the screen. Thanks for watching.